This Old House, a project of sustainability. The governor needs your help. He is asking for students in Minnesota to use their knowledge about what it means to be eco-friendly, to help make a more sustainable community. He'd like our students to put together a model or prototype of an environmentally sustainable tool that could be used in other houses. This means thinking about your everyday life and how you can improve it environmentally. To increase the challenge, he'd like students to use only what they have around the house to create a model or prototype. In the end, he'd like to share your ideas with other cities to spread change in the surrounding communities. Let's get busy. It's your civic responsibility. Before we move on and look at some important components of what this quality project will look like, what the process is, and what the product will be, I want to go back and look at the highlighted words in this paragraph. So as you complete this project, you're going to need to know what these highlighted words mean. The word that's highlighted in green, I want to talk about first. You are going to be creating a prototype. So you need to know what that word means before you create a prototype. The word prototype is a synonym to the word model. It just means that you can reproduce it or create more or copy it. So this is your job, thinking about a prototype that is environmentally sustainable and it's some kind of tool that could be used in other houses. Now that's a tough task. And you cannot complete this task without knowing what these very important highlighted words are in yellow: eco-friendly, sustainable, environmentally, surrounding communities, and civic responsibility. Now we'll get to these highlighted words, but I wanted you to be aware that they're on the performance task, and that we will come back to this performance task, to these highlighted words. If you forget, I reminded you here, the highlighted words in yellow will help you with your need to knows on your action plan. So when we get to the action plan that you will see soon, it looks something like this. When we get to identifying a problem, I highlighted in yellow the need to knows. This is where you are going to use the yellow words to help guide your research. But like I said, we'll get back to that. Let's look at what a quality project will look like. Now, through the process, that means as you are researching, coming up with a plan and a solution, these are the components that will need to take place in order for you to be at standard. You are going to be able to analyze an environmental problem in your home. You're going to be able to research possible environmental solutions for eco-friendly homes. You are going to be able to analyze the issue through multiple perspectives by understanding the pros and cons. You need to be able to determine which environmental solution makes the most sense for your family. You will also need to create a problem solution proposal or action plan. You're also going to need to practice presenting your proposal action plan and anticipate questions that the citizens might ask. You will present your proposal on Flipgrid, which will be your mock open forum, and you're also going to need to reflect on what you learned from others' proposals and determine modifications that you would make to your proposal based on what you learned. So a reflection will be asked of you in the end of your project. What is a quality product though? So this is your actual prototype or tool. And what do we expect? What is at standard work for that? So what you need to complete by the end of this project, you will have a problem solution proposal that identifies an environmental problem in your home and how it can be resolved with a sustainable solution that could impact neighboring communities. Your proposal or your action plan is appropriate. It's reasonable and desirable to other community members that they would want to be able to copy this. You need a model or a prototype to help the audience understand your proposal. So you're going to need to show us something that we can visibly see such as the tool that's listed up in the performance task. And you're going to present that like we had just talked about in the quality process. You will be presenting that on Flipgrid. And you are, in the end, like I said, going to reflect. And your reflection identifies some possible revisions. So you're able to explain, hey, you know what? This is something that I might improve or change about my project after my learning is complete.